And the Bruins, the upstart Bruins, they'll play for the Bantam Elite Championship. The number 6 seed Bruins have knocked off the number 3 seed North Dakota last night, the number 2 seed Kings this morning. Now they'll try to knock off the number 1 seed Great Plains, who've been just dominant the last 9 games of the season. They've won at least 9 games in a row. See if they can go for 10 here to improve their record to 13-1-1 on the campaign. Leading scorers for Great Plains is the big line, 14, 21, 41. Jimmy Clark, 22 points. Maddox Fleming, 20 points. And Charlie Strammel with 13 points. Their second line is Jimmy Snuggerud, Dylan Godbout, and Gavin O'Connell. And their third line is going to be today Ty Tecedo, Zam Plant, and one more. I'm looking at the numbers here, I'm getting lost. We have our starting lineups and our anthem here. We'll be back in just one moment. Starters for the Bruins are their leaders as well. Drew Fisher, Max Nagel, and Luke Savage. They'll start up front with Leo Gruba and Grady Goodwin on the blue line. Starting in the nets, Lakeville South, Ethan Dahlmeyer. Dahlmeyer had a great game the last 2 games to help the Bruins. Here comes Maddox Fleming with his signature pile dive to start the game. He's done it every game here so far. He just jumps on top of the pile as Great Plains hits the ice. Ryan Wallen in the nets. Dahlmeyer will start for the Bruins. Here it is. That's all she wrote right here. 50 games. This is the last one in the league for this season. Hendrickson gets it off the faceoff. Great little skates, great skater, great feet. We'll call Owen's name quite a bit today, as well as this kid, Maddox Fleming from Rochester, Minnesota. Feeds it in front, tip. That one goes in the corner. Strammel after it, held in by Hendrickson. Chipped off the wall. Here comes Fisher right out of the gate. Fisher and Sarsland in a foot race. Sarsland cuts him off at the pass. Max Nagel down low. Sweeps it into Savage. This team is playing really, really well. Again, the key to their team will be to slow down Great Plains early, get into a little defensive battle, and then take advantage of their opportunities. Second group for Bruins is strong as well, led by Jack and Stone King. They found some production there. They get their first set of line changes a minute in. Godbout slaps one off the wall. Here comes Stone King. Stone King, Jack, and Barrett Hall. Taken away. O'Connell, quick shot. Saved Dalmar, rebound. Snuggerud couldn't close the deal. Back to Klober. His shot knocked down in front. Into the corner. Gensel and Hall will go for the Bruins. They swing it around to Peterson. Peterson on the stick of Stone King. Taking it wide is Jack. He's a heck of a player. He's played really well this past couple weeks in the league. That shot one goes into the corner. Blocker saved by Wallen. Hall back to the point. There's Brunello. That hits some traffic in front and goes in the corner. Brunello had a big goal in the semifinals today. Kind of iced it for the Bruins. Klober flips one into the air. Hops over the stick. No icing called. O'Connell jumping after it. Little 2-on-2 scrum. Out with it comes O'Connell. O'Connell fakes. Nice pull of play there. Holds it. Slides it to Sondrial. Shot. That hits Spaniel in the glove. Spaniel slides one back door, but nobody home. After it is Plant. Back to the point. Klunder. He loses it. Webster hops the stick. Perfect pass to Jack. Jack's got no help. Fires one right at Wallen. That one comes in front. Little sloppy play in front there. Quick slap shot, Brunello. Webster. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin with a shot. That's blocked by Tecido. Plant. Gets it to Tecido. Flies it out to Spaniel. Spaniel knocked off the puck. Out comes Brunello. He gets dragged down by either Plant or Tecido. I think it was Tecido. He'll head to the box, 21:54 mark, and the Bruins will go to the power play early here in the first half. If you're just joining us for the first time in the Bantam Elite League, teams play 2 halves instead of 3 periods. The purpose to get the goaltenders even playing time without having to come into a game middle of the game. They just do halves. 25-minute halves, equivalent of 3 17-minute periods, what they play in high school hockey here in Minnesota. We'll take a resurface break at halftime. Fired towards the net, steered into the corner by Wallen. Holmstrom shot, that's deflected by Sarsland. He goes into the corner, flips one around, giving chase. Is Webster. Webster, nice pass, quick shot. Sarsland stops that one. I think a turning point in the season happened for both teams, and it was against one another. It was a Tuesday night game a couple weeks ago. Here comes Strammel, 2-on-1 with Fleming. This is trouble. Strammel all day fires one just wide. They played a Tuesday night, I think it was the 14th of August, over at St. Thomas, and Great Plains won going away, 8-1, 8-2. And since then, Great Plains has just gone crazy. They've got a lot of confidence out of that game. And since then, the Bruins have gotten way better. Their winning percentage is, 80% since then. So it's kind of a turning point game, just a meaningless Tuesday night game. Turned out to be really meaningful for both teams. Goodwin will chase after this one. Icing called. I thought it was going to be waved off. With 39 seconds to go in the power play for the Bruins. Wyatt Anderson, the coach for the Bruins. Connor Clark, the head coach for Great Plains. Connor coached the Bruins last year. They won the league title, but lost in the semis to Great Plains. In the semis last year, Great Plains lost in the finals to the North Stars. Backdoor feed, that's intercepted by Bear. Down low. After it, nice play. That's in the, almost went in. Got between the legs of Wallen. Now Goodwin gets it. Goodwin, quick shot, steered away by Wallen. Golfing at it is Bear. Now Fisher with it. Fisher slides it across. Oh, nice pass against it with a low shot, blocked by Great Plains. Oh, a quick turnover. Here's Fisher. Back to Savage. Savage with a wrister. That hits a shin pad and goes out of play. Good block there by Klober. 19:30 to go in the half. No score between Great Plains and the Bruins. Outlet feed on the tape of Plant. Zam Plant with it. Slides it to Spaniel. In the corner it goes. Swinging it around on the tape. Here comes Jack. Good defensive play by Sondrial. Sondrial dumps it into the corner. He'll face off with Jack behind the net. Held in by Brunello. Spaniel loses it, picked up in front, shot hard, nice save, Wallen. Good chances for the Bruins. They seem to be the aggressor so far in this game. We are 6 minutes, 15 seconds in, and it's been pretty much all Bruins so far. You can see their confidence level is so high after winning these two games the last 2 days. Hendrickson to Sarsland. Outlet feed from Clark to Fleming. Fleming's got just so many skills and tools. Feeding it in front. Back to the point. Hopping the stick of Hendrickson. Hendrickson slides it over to Sarsland. Sarsland reverses ice. Finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Strammel. Strammel, long pass. Perfect right on the tape of Clark. Wasn't an easy catch, I might add. So it was good play by Clark. On the stick, here's Fleming. Fleming cuts through a couple guys. Shot on. Puck's loose. Fleming after it. They battle. Down low. Banks one off the sidewall. Sarsland, quick shot. Tipped. Goes into the corner. Stram will chase. Slamming it out of the zone are the Bruins. That's going to be an icing. 17:43 to go in the half. Still no score between the Bruins and Great Plains. Great Plains is 13-1 in the league. Only one of those wins came by a shootout. That was over the Kings. That one hops the stick. I think they're going to wave the icing off because Clover clearly tried to sell that one as uncatchable or unreachable, and when it was. Good body check there by Bear. Out to the point, held in, hits some traffic, trickles into the corner. Good battle there by Bear, held in by Gruba. Gruba had a pretty goal here on a nice feed from Fisher in the semifinals. Here's Snuggerud. Snuggerud to O'Connell. That misfires and a really generous no ice on that one. Goes into the corner. Gensel. Joe Gensel holds it. Brings it out. Feeds it. Hops the stick. Bear gets it. Back to Klober. Klober to Bear. Bear to Klober. He tries to get in, takes it away. Now Leo Gruba takes it. Gruba, nice little body check there by Klober. Sondrial gets it and then loses it. Nice little feed to center. That's Gruba's shot. Goes just wide. Out to the point, Brunello. To Gruba. Gruba floats one in, knocked down, and then floated back out. Plant, the energy guy, gets in after it. Sondrial chips one. Neither team really getting a lot of great chances yet. Now here's Klunder. Klunder slides one down low. Giving chase are the two Pee Wee eligibles last year, Tecito and Plant. A lot of young kids on this team. Nice little feed there from Spaniel to Tecito. Battling along the wall, that's Tecito comes out with it. Holds it. Fires one towards the side of the net. Nice play by Plant. Plant gets loose, feeds one in front, hits a couple skates. Klunder can't, he does keep it in. He lost it temporarily. Now he gets a shot on net. And Dahlmeyer grabs it, gets a whistle with 15:11 to go here in half number one. We're live at Ritter Arena on the campus of the University of Minnesota. East Bank. Clark in his skates loses it. Flipping it off the glass is Barrett Hall. And now Brunello gets it. Good play by Clark. Disruptive. Gets in there, gets after. He loses his stick. We're going to get a penalty. Holding or hooking. And now the Great Plains top line will see if they can manufacture something out of this opportunity. 14:52 to go. No score. Scouting report on Fleming. He loves to go between the legs. Doesn't look like he's going to do it here. On the faceoff. Oh, he gets it back. Nice play. Gets it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson loses it. And Hall pops it off the wall. Jack will give chase to him. If I were picking a penalty killer I'd want, it would be Luke Jack. He just seems to be really sturdy. Opportunistic, strong on his stick. Here comes Fleming, stops, feeds it to Strammel all day long, shot over the net. Fleming holds it some more, finds his man Sarsland, who slides it back to him. Nice play there. Strammel gets it to Fleming. Fleming to Strammel. Strammel back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson stops, slows down. They keep battling. Strammel loses his stick. Gets it back to Fleming. Fleming saucers one back out to the point. A minute to go on the power play. Here's Sarsland. Sarsland makes a play at it. Gets hooked. Then loses it. Sarsland pokes it out. Nice play there by Goodwin. Hendrickson. Nice move there. Quick on his feet. Cuts loose. Shot. Glove save by Dahlmeyer. With 13:34 to go in the half and 43 to play on the power play. For Great Plains. Here's Snuggerud. Here he goes, cuts loose. Oh, good poke check by Dahlmeyer. Stonewalled Snuggerud on that one. Backhands one out. That's going to be icing with 27 seconds to go. $13:19 to go in the half. Snuggerud to Godbout. Slapper from Klober. Blocker save by Dahlmeyer. Looked like it was going wide from our vantage point. He'll shoot another one. That one's tipped by Godbout. Snuggerud with it. Holds it. Sauntering around with it. Gets it down low to Godbout. Godbout for Klober. Klober back to Godbout. Godbout's got some options. Here's O'Connell. Bruins are full strength. Now a chance for Snuggerud. Hits the crossbar and out. And Webster now for the Bruins. Perfect fit for the Bruins. Nice and slow. Not high scoring. They'll get their chances. They know that. And then he gets scored on in the first couple minutes to get in a track meet. So now if they just get some energy from Drew Fisher, that line, which has been really big for them the last couple games. Nagel, Fisher got, and Savage. They can pull that out. That was my 3 keys to the game. Good goaltending. Keep the game low scoring in the first few minutes. They've done that. And then get some productivity out of their top line. Savage, Nagel, Fisher. We'll see if they can pull off the threefer. 3-2-1, beating all the top 3 seeds. You do that, you're the champs. No question about it. Here's Plant in front, slides it, taken away. Big win by Goodwin down low. Now Plant and Spaniel battling. Plant after it. Nagel gets it to Fisher. Good hit by Spaniel. Now Savage out. Savage poked off the puck by Klunder. Nice play by Klunder. Klunder slides one out to center. Firing it out. DeCito looking for Spaniel. Spaniel and Nagel will fight for it. He golfs one out to center. Picking it up is Sondrial. Sondrial to DeCito. They punch one off the wall. Held in for Klunder. Klunder looks for DeCito. Can't find him. Now Savage will break it out. Savage looking for Nagel. This could be icing. No, yes, they do call it. A little indecisive from the crew down there. Ronnie Schmakar and Dave Tolkinen doing the championship game today. 11:03 to go in the first half. No score. Brunello. Out to Jack. Luke Jack fires one into Wall, and he steers it in the corner. Strammel after it. He holds it. He'll break it right out up the middle. He'll take it wide. Lowers his shoulder. Feeds it in front. A good chance for Fleming. He whiffs on it a bit. Now Gruba. Gruba holds it, looking center feed, and icing called with 10:30 to go in the first half. Strammel back to Hendrickson. Low shot. Steered into the corner. Strammel picks it up. Back to the point. Misfired that one. Past Hendrickson. He'll go get into his own zone. Picking it up is Hendrickson. Clark now. Picked up by Brunello. To Barrett Hall. Barrett is a mountain bike racer on top of being a great hockey player. Big hit by Klober. No call on that one. O'Connell slides it into Godbout. Can't get to it. Godbout after it. They battle along the wall, bringing it out as Gruba, using his body on Snuggerud. Snuggerud's going to get called for a hook. And Bruins will go on a power play with 9:29 to go in the half. Goodwin into the skates of Gensel. Good play there by O'Connell to jump into the play. Holds it. Nice move. Feeds it back to Bear. Bear with a slapper. That's blocked. Klober comes to his aid. He then just dumps one into the zone to milk some time off the clock. O'Connell, nice play there. A little fake. Had a couple good plays already on this PK. Now Holmstrom gets it to Webster. Webster clears the line, stops near the hash mark. Quick shot, backdoor, good play there, and Holmstrom almost had it. That was Portner on the backdoor feed. Flipping one out, see if it'll go all the way down. It's hiding behind the boards, it's waved off. I can't see it, oh there it is, it appears now. Picked up by Portner. Portner hounded by Plant. Zam Plant from Hermantown. Chasing down his man. 48 to go on the power play for the Bruins. Savage goes through Spaniel. Stops, leaves it for Nagel. Taken away, quick wrist shot, that's blocked. Good play by Spaniel, he'll give chase to it. He'll hunt down Peterson, the Rosemount kid. There's a few of them in this game. Outlet feed. Here's Fisher. Fisher. Backdoor feed to Nagel. Nagel gets it through, has it go through his legs. Now Fisher wins the battle. Fisher to Savage. Knocked out of the air by Brunello. Nice play. Chipping it onto the stick of Sondrial, who feeds it to Spaniel, who shovels it down. 3 seconds to go on the power play for the Bruins. Now Tecito banks one off the wall, loses one in his skates. Here's Sarsland with a backhand. That hits traffic. Now some odd numbers. Brunello to Savage. Savage clears the line to Brunello. Backdoor feed, no one home. Now a good race for it in the high slot. Puck goes out to center, eventually back into the Great Plains zone. 6:57 time remaining. Here's Fleming. Good play there by Portner to cut off Fleming. Now Hall will bring it back. Barrett Hall takes a funny fall. Fell face forward into the ice. Now Clark loses it. Sarsland gets it back for him. Portner dumps one in the zone. Still no score here from Ritter Arena. Klober, he'll take it down the far side. Onto the ice, here comes Clark. Clark holds it, slides it back onto the stick of Bear. Bear with a shot, hits some traffic, pops over the net, back to the point, Klober. That's on net, picked off, picked up by Fleming. Fleming stops, holds it. Sweeps it down low to Clark. Clark battles for it, and the Bruins bring it out. Jack to Portner, good hit by Bear. Cups up, shot, comes loose, taken away by Fleming. Fleming makes a move, has to beat his own man. Nice play by Klober just to lay down and play some D, and a good opportunity for Holmstrom. Now Clark will bring it back. He's got his man, takes it wide. Quick shot, stopped by Goodwin. Now he's got an opportunity to backhand one. This one goes high and over the net and the glass into the netting. We have 5:21 to go in the first half. Still no score here from, I want to say Mariucci, but we're not at Mariucci. We're at Ritter, right next door to Mariucci on the campus of the University of Minnesota. Klunder feeds one, gets away with a trip. Here comes Webster, Hunter Webster. Battled into the boards by Sondrial. Those two played an epic game down in Rochester as Pee-wees. And we get a high stick. It was the championship game of the Founders Cup. Dahlmeyer, who's in the net right now, was the MVP of that game. They beat Woodbury in one of the more exciting games. Oddly enough, Marco Bellock, the other goalie for the Bruins was on the opposite side of that game. It was a fun championship game between Woodbury and Lakeville South. South won the game. Dahlmeyer was the MVP of the tournament. Sondrial was in that game. Fisher was in that game. Belloc was in that game. Godbout was in that game. A lot of those players in that champ game. Both teams made it to state. That's why they're here. They've found their ways into a lot of big games. They're here again today, all playing for separate teams, but some separate, some equal. That one goes in. Icing will be called with 4:36 to go. In the first half, we'll take a short break between periods. Back to the point. Hendrickson, his shots on net, save Dahlmeyer. Bringing it out is Nagel. Nagel leaves it for Savage, but poked away by Tocido. There's Peterson taking it away. Big hit by Sarsland. Now Holmstrom with it. Brunello, dumps it in deep. Giving chase to Savage. Now Hendrickson after it. Pops one in to the sideboard. Tocido and Spaniel chasing. That one goes into the bench with 3:55 to go. This pace, we're going to go to overtime with no goals scored. And there hasn't been a lot of great chances either. No offense to the goalies. They haven't had to make any really spectacular saves. They've made some good ones, but nothing outlandish. Strammel. Fleming to Clark. Clark slides it up, taken away by Strammel. Strammel loses it. And the battle's back to the point. Bear chips one. That one goes out of play. .336 to go. Fleming. They're bringing out familiar territory with the puck. Cuts all the way in. Stopped at the last second. Battle along the wall. Fleming gets it. Fends off one defender. Holds it. Slides it down to Clark. Clark! Shot! Over the net. Wow. Must be the net off. Yes, it is. 3:07. There's a good chance, but not a golden opportunity by any stretch. Snuggerud wins the draw to O'Connell. Klunder, almost loses it, gets it back to O'Connell. O'Connell down to Godbout. Godbout hits the skate of O'Connell. Klunder just dumps it in. Nice feed in front, rebound, stuffing at it is Godbout. What a pass by Snuggerud right on the tape of Godbout. Getting after it now into the corner. This is Snuggerud. Here's O'Connell looking for a stretch pass. That one's knocked away. Nice little feed by Sondrial to Snuggerud. Snuggerud changes ice, changes direction into the skates of Sondrial. Feeds it over to Klunder. Klunder holds it, banks one off to O'Connell. O'Connell gets it to Snuggerud. Snuggerud leans in. Nice little feed to O'Connell. O'Connell gets it back in a goal. What a pass by Godbout to Gavin O'Connell. And Great Plains grabs the lead with 2:05 to go. What a nice pass by Dylan Godbout to Gavin O'Connell. And we get our first goal at the 2:05 mark. And that's going to be O'Connell from Godbout. See if there's a second assist given. Snuggerud wins the draw. Hendrickson slides it to Sarsland. Sarsland holds it. Slips it to Godbout, who finds Snuggerud. A little 2-on-2 play here. Here comes Snuggerud. Cuts in, goes around his man. Nice play by Brunello. Getting back to center. Holmstrom to Webster with a quick shot. Blocker save by Wallen. Snuggerud gets a point. 2:05 of the first period. Sarsland tries to cut through one man. Gruba cuts him off with Brunello. Brunello's really played a solid game tonight. Here's Henriksen. Flips one in. Picked up by Gruba. Brunello looking. Knocked down by Klober. Klober will cut the zone. Quick shot. That one goes wide into the corner and all the way out to Nick Bear. Under a minute to go in the period. Tecito, rink wide, picked off by Savage. Bear tries to make a play. Plant now. Plant to Tecito. Tecito flips one into the zone. Dahlmeyer catches it, leaves it for Gruba. 38 to go. That pass evades the stick of Fisher. Now after it goes Spaniel. Held in, nice play there by Bear. Gruba, very opportunistic defenseman. He'll try to break this one out on his own. Finds Brunello, tries a stretch pass, hits Fisher. Two Great Plains defenders there, Fleming and Bear. The clock goes under 10 seconds in the period. Bear tries to eat it a little bit, goes into his zone. Klober will for sure eat it and does. And that'll do it for the first half. 1-0 on a late goal by Gavin O'Connell. Great Plains will head to the lockers. Up 1-0 here on YHH. We'll be back in 15 minutes or so to catch the conclusion of this game between the Bruins and Great Plains. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in a few here on YHH. All right, we're back live for the second half. For Great Plains. Here comes Maddox Fleming for his dive in. Does it every game at the beginning of a half. Beginning of the game, dives into the pile. Boys are having some fun. Let's see if they can finish this one off. They're up 1-0 against the Bruins. The upstart Bruins looking for the 3-2-1. They beat the 3 last night, 2 this morning. They've played it to perfection. Down by a goal to Great Plains. They are in striking distance, and they can do it, that's for sure. Top 2 lines face off Savage, Nagel, and Fisher against Strammel, Clark, and Fleming. Here's Fisher, knocked off the puck. Strammel all day with it. He'll chug up the center, takes it wide, has some space. Leaves for Fleming with a hard shot, that goes wide. Fleming now, Fisher. He does the same thing. He fires one wide, hits off the back of the net, picked up by Sarsland. Sarsland looks, finds his man Fleming. He takes it wide, around his man. He's got some space, shot. Oh, he loses it at the last second. Fleming gets it back onto the stick of Strammel. Strammel looks for Klober. Klober floats one to Bear. The defenseman cuts through space, leaves one for Fleming. Fleming holds it, dangles, finally loses it. And we get a hand pass, or I don't know what they called here. Knee on knee. Gruba must have stuck his knee out. And the GPs will go on the power play up by a goal. Snuggerud on the draw. Loses it. And then trips up Hall, who looks for Stone King. They smoke one down, and that'll do it for icing. I'm not sure. Someone was yelling. I think it was a fan was yelling. And I really think that it was a fan and not a coach. Because there was a play where Snuggerud did yank down his guy off the faceoff. So a little bit warranted, I guess. Pops it out of the air. Brunello loses it. Picked up by O'Connell. O'Connell wiggles one back to Klunder. Klunder gets it. Klunder will get to some space. Bring it in. Takes it all the way around. Minute 8 to go on the power play. Snuggerud. Now he holds it. Down to O'Connell. To Klunder. Klunder slides it to O'Connell. O'Connell to Snuggerud, takes a shallow angle shot. And the net comes off its moorings. That's Marco Belloc in the net. And Nick Erickson, they actually played together on the Steel Dogs as the 03 Steel Dogs for several years. No, I take that back. Belloc was the 03 Steel Dogs. Nick Erickson was the 04 Steel Dogs. They both played Steel Dogs, but they weren't on the same squad. Snuggerud wins that draw, slides it over to Hendrickson, who's got a lot of space. Shot goes just high and wide. Hunter Webster with it, gets it to Tecito, takes it away from him. Plant, back to the point to Hendrickson. Hendrickson slides it down to Plant. Plant can't catch up to it. Hendrickson loses it. Jack will give chase. Bats one off the wall. Hunter Webster after it. Gets it back to Spaniel now. Spaniel will feed it to the aggressive defenseman, Owen Hendrickson. Hendrickson stops, feeds one across the rink. That'll do it for the penalty for the Bruins. Not a lot of great power plays in this league. These kids don't practice it a lot. Seems like this power play really isn't a huge advantage. I'm not sure if it's because of the goaltending, the lack of practice. Just doesn't seem like a lot of, huge advantage gained by that power play in the league. Nice pass to Spaniel. He gets it, loses it, gets it back, then loses it. Portner out to center. Taken down by Sarsland. Sarsland now comes in 3-on-2. Wires a slap shot high over the net. Into the glass. Plant with it. Holds it. Makes a move. Gets tangled up. Moves it again. He takes a slap shot at it. Falls in front. Shot. Golden opportunity for Fleming. It gets deflected. Fisher back the other way. Drew Fisher. Cuts in. Knocked down. Picked up by Fleming. Down his strong side. Cuts in, takes his man out, goes around him, holds it some more, feeds it off the skate, goes after it, holding it in his bear. Strammel chips one to the wall into the corner. Charlie Strammel. Into the corner, picked up, nice play. Here's Fleming, loses it at the last second. He had the 5-hole open on Belloc. Savage around one man, flings it towards the net. Here comes Clark back the other way. Clark, little saucer pass to Fleming. Fleming will go one-on-one with Gensel. Gensel stops him, hops over his stick, and out to center. Here's Savage, Luke Savage. Hard charging Fisher, shot, goes over the net. Fisher did exactly how you're supposed to do that one. Just go hard at the net. Make the defenseman make a choice. Klober, big hit at center ice. Picked up by Brunello. Brunello's got Savage. Right to him. Good poke check there by Erickson as we go under 20 minutes to go in the game. Still 1-0 in favor of Great Plains. Bear sweeps it around. They battle for it. Snuggerud. Godbout to Clark. Clark takes it wide. Deflected away by a nice defensive play by Brunello. Icing waved off. Sliding it over to Klunder. Klunder back to Sondrial. Sondrial looking for O'Connell. O'Connell gets it. Finds Snuggerud. Snuggerud crosses the line. Finds O'Connell. O'Connell looking for Snuggerud. Can't get his stick on it. Klunder's shot goes wide into the corner. Here's Snuggerud. Battles along the wall. Kicking at it. Nice play there by Jimmy. Now O'Connell helps him out. Sondrial. Shot high over the net into the glass. Feeds one in. Nice play there. Down low. In front. Shot and a save by Marco Belloc. 8:14 to go. In the game. Great Plains leads the Bruins 1-0. Snuggerud goes through one man. Plant slides one through. That's trouble. Here comes Webster. Webster takes it wide on Sondrial. Klunder helps him. Gets it to Tecito. Back to the point. Here's Gensel. Nice play by Klunder, knocking that one out of the air. Gets caught in the skates of Tecito. Now Webster, stolen away by Sondrial. Sondrial slips one through the wickets, out to center, back right at him, into the zone, onto the stick of Klunder. Team's just kind of volleying it back and forth, almost like they don't want it. There's another I don't want it play by Klunder, just fires it up. Bruins fire it back in. This one goes out all the way down the ice. Icing called. 17:44 to go. In the game, Great Plains leads this one 1-0. Back to the point, Brunello. Shot, hits some traffic in front. Goes into the corner. Pokes one out. Fleming with it. Picks it around his man. He and Gruber will go battle in the corner. Little two-man tennis match down in the corner. Little doubles match. See if Brunello can go down there and break things up. Here's Fleming. Holds it. Outlet, perfect outlet feed to Portner. Portner and Sarsland will go one-on-one. Portner wins that battle. Nice play. Ben Portner with it. Now Sarsland goes after him in the corner. Holmstrom can't get it. It's in the feet. Here comes Clark to Fleming. Fleming takes it wide. Good play by Gruber to defend him. Into the corner. There's Fleming battling with Strammel. Back to the point. Sarsland with a blast. That one's deflected over the glass. Back cycling it with Fleming is Clark. Back to the point. Here's Hendrickson. Hendrickson's shot goes just wide. Holding it down now is Strammel. Nice move by Strammel. Strammel back to Sarsland. Sarsland's shot on the ice, tipped wide. Here's Strammel. A lot of good zone time right now for this line. Here's Clark. Clark floats one back. Klober can't get it. Deflected the last second by Portner. Nice play by Klober to make a move. Now he'll jump the play. David Klober with it. His shot's blocked through traffic. Jumping on top of it where the Bruins out to knocking it out to center. Now Savage to Nagel. Nagel can't control it. Get it out to center. Here's Snuggerud. Snuggerud on the stick of Bear. Bear takes the zone. He takes a quick shot. Belloc had the good angle. And a good hit there late by Bear. And the Bruins bring it back. Drop pass to Fisher with a shot and a chance. Polk checking it away is Nick Erickson. In front of the net. Sweeping away is Godbout. Golfing one all the way down. That's going to be an icing by Great Plains. 15:04 to go in the game. Great Plains leads this one 1-0. Gensel gets it at the neutral zone, slides it over to Goodwin. Lofts it all the way out to Fisher, who can't control it. Now Spaniel slides one to Plant. Plant's got numbers. Slides one back. No, he shoots instead. Saved by Belloc. Belloc after it. Plant after it. Back to the point. Holding it in his Clunder. We're going to get a penalty. I think this one's going to go on Spaniel. High stick. I saw Gensel go down. I heard a hey, and I saw Spaniel just skating right to the bench. Must have been a frustration penalty. Now the Bruins, down by a goal, go to the power play. I talked about this earlier, and I said that I didn't think that either team, any of the teams in the league were all that proficient on the power play. Lack of practice. Teams don't practice much. It's kind of a developmental league where they just play games versus practicing. When I started the league 5 years ago, one of the criticisms that there wasn't any practice, the simple retort was there was lots of kids training all summer, but not a lot of access to games. This was a game opportunity for kids to get some games against good competition. I think we still hold true to that with the league. Here's Brunello, picked off by Clark. He's got a mini breakaway. Jimmy Clark goes backhand, forehand, and a big save by Belloc. Outlet feed picked up by Fleming. Fleming flips one to Clark. Clark will see if he can beat his man. Brunello to Hall. Barrett Hall, pinned against the boards by Sarsland, who's been a beast for Great Plains the last few weeks. Feeds one off the net. Next goal is big. 2-goal lead for Great Plains may be insurmountable. That next goal, for if Bruins can score, might be all the momentum they needed. They scored 4 goals in 3 minutes against the high-octane Kings this morning in the 9:45 game. 12:45 to go. 27 seconds to go on the power play for the Bruins. Puck is pinned, still in the zone, in the skates of Godbout. Sweeping it out to center, that won't be icing. They do call it. 2 seconds to go in the power play. Spaniel will come out. Look down on the bench and you see Connor Clark pointing to Spaniel to go onto the ice. Because of where the puck is on the face-off. And now Spaniel almost gets a goal scoring opportunity coming out of the box. What feet and hands Jimmy Snuggerud displays. Slides on across, taken away. Holmstrom battles on the wall with Snuggerud. Off the wall. Picking it up is Klober. Picking it up, flipping it out to center. Knocking it down. Here's Snuggerud. Snuggerud with it. Takes it through. Leans on it. Feeds it in. Knocked down. And now out to center. Bear gets it, slaps it into the zone for Great Plains. 11:18 to go. Offside. Marco Belloc from Woodbury facing off against Nick Erickson from Apple Valley Eastview. Both have not allowed a goal. The only goal in the game came with 2:05 to go in the first half. Dylan Godbout fed Gavin O'Connell with a pretty feed. Slapping at it. Spaniels can't get a stick on it. Sondriel blocks it. Here comes Fisher looking for Nagel. Nagel can't get a stick on it. Now it's out to center. Here comes Tocito. He'll take it wide, get it into the zone. Giving chase is Spaniel. Spaniel can't get it, but he makes room for Plant. Plant sweeps it around, holds it, feeds it to Tocito. Tocito makes a move, now another move. Runs out of room, but gets it on the stick of Plant. Plant's shot goes into the corner. Now Plant after it. Battling. Puck runs into referee Dave Tolkinen. Plant now comes out with it. Oh, he tries to slip it through his legs. Nobody home. Picked up by Savage. Savage out to center. Knocked down by Hendrickson, who floats one over to Plant. Plant will chase it. Plant gets it. Holding onto it is Strammel. Plant will come out of the corner. Back out to center, picked up by Hendrickson. His shot on. Belloc grabs it. We get another whistle with 9:37 to go in the game. No score in this half. 1-0 in favor of Great Plains, all total. Clark after it. Bear holds the zone. Jack battles with it. Here comes Hall. Barrett Hall. Cuts in. Nice play by Klober. They get tied up. Puck's loose in front. Ends up on Strammel's stick. Outlet pass from Jack. Now a chance. High slot. Tipped away. Bear. Ooh. Bear doesn't get a stick on that. It's 3-on-1 the other way. Hall. To Jack. Jack fake pass. Nice play there. Jack back to Hall. Picked off by Fleming. Fleming with it. He grabs it. He'll take it wide. Tries to go center. Knocked away by Gruba. Clark. Sweeping at it. Held in. Now out. Dumped in is Klunder into the zone. 8:42 to go in the game. Stone King. Gets it to Brunello. Brunello dragged down by O'Connell. And the Bruins will go on the power play again. That holding call by O'Connell. Faceoff comes all the way back off the draw to Gensel. One of those hard to find right-handed defenders. His puck finds the stick of Holmstrom. To Fisher, swept out to center. Giving chase is Snuggerud after Goodwin. Snuggerud after him. Bumps in, disrupts Goodwin enough. Plant comes back on the penalty kill. Finds a man. Hits Snuggerud's skate, goes back to center. Rink wide pass. That's going to be icing on the Bruins. Like I said, not a lot of great opportunities as a result of power plays for either team in this game. Back to the point. Sarsland gets it deep. Tries to anyway. To Plant. Plant gets some space. Quick shot. Knocked down. Into the corner. Plant battles for it. Wins the race again. Comes out with it. Feeds one back. Smart play. Feeds it. Gets it back now. Quick shot. Low. Deflected by Spaniel. Plant can't control it. Flipped up and still in play. Good hustle by Plant on the PK. Spaniel takes the ice. Plant gets in. Gets a little tap on the head from his teammates for a good PK. Now Jack takes it wide. Lowers the shoulder. That hits the side of the net. Hendrickson tries to get it out. Meanwhile, he gets attacked by a couple Bruins. As he does so, here comes Tecito. Ty Tecito takes one center, loses it. Portner. Great Plains full strength. Strammel giving Portner some grief. Now Klober with it. Klober rink wide to Clark. Clark gets a stick on it. Icing waved off. Goes into the corner. Picked up by Gruba. 6:14 to go in the game. No score. Bruins. Picked up by Portner. Portner was getting a change, but because he had the puck basically on his stick, he wanted to get it deep at least. Move the puck. Picked up. Oh, battle of the sticks there between Fleming and Savage. Now the Bruins come back. Here's Hall. Hall with some space. Floats one on net. Easy save for Nicholas Eriksson. 5:44 to go in the game. Great Plains looking for an outlet, gets it. Here's Dylan Godbout looking for a man. Doesn't really have a lot of options. Sweeps it over finally to O'Connell, makes a nice move. O'Connell loses it into the corner, sweeps it over to a cycling partner who's not there. Now Snuggerud gets it. Snuggerud, oh, one-timer to Godbout, who just missed that one. Goes all the way down. Sondrial will have to help him out. Feeds one up to O'Connell. O'Connell gets it. Has some time. Shifty player. Oh, what a nice move. Breaking ankles with that one. Slides one into the corner to Godbout. Godbout backhands one out to the high slot. No one home. Here comes Hall. Nice move. Barrett Hall cuts in. Goes around a man. Backhander on net. And Erickson makes the save. 4:43 to go. Clock keeps ticking. Wyatt Anderson, the head coach for the Bruins, have some decisions to make here in a few minutes. When they would pull their goalie, when would they do it? Tecito, Spaniel, Plant line, teed up now against Holmstrom, Fisher, and Nagel. Must be an injury on the bench. I haven't seen Stone King today. Maybe he was earlier in the game, but he's hurt now. There are about odd numbers on the lines. Let's see if I see him on the bench down there. Yeah, he's here. He's skating with Jack and Webster. Holmstrom feeds it to Fisher. Fisher and Hendrickson go into the corner. Good play by Hendrickson. Just skated it out. No pass, no another play. And he gets hammered against the board by Gensel on a great defensive play. 3:44 to go. Holmstrom now. Battles on the wall with Hendrickson. Hendrickson's just got a quick first step. He's able to really beat players on the breakout. He showed it right there. Most defensemen would opt to do the pass to the sidewall, do the right thing. You know, the pass to the sidewall is almost like a last option in some sense because the winger's standing perfectly still and he can get pinched by the defender, slammed by the other wing. But he opted there just to skate it out, made one little head fake and move, and he was gone. Speaking of gone, here comes Strammel. He looks to do the same thing, goes face first down the near side, gets it Fleming. Fleming with a shot, hits Peterson, and he takes a tumble. Now Jack looks for Stone King. Now Clark. Clark, quick shot, blocker save, goes over his head. Back out to the point, Klober with a shot. That fooled Belloc, but it went over the net nonetheless. Strammel, down low. Cycles it with Fleming. Fleming defended nicely by Peterson. Fleming comes out with it. Slides it to Clark. No, he keeps it himself. Shot. Down low, picked up by Strammel. Strammel's got some options. His shot, toe saved by Belloc. I think that was going wide, but sure looked good for the cameras. 2:25 to go. Let's see if Wyatt Anderson takes his timeout now. We're getting down to that timeout zone. He hasn't done it. Assistant coach is Drew Darwitz, cousin of famed Gophers, Olympian, Minnesota high school star Natalie Darwitz, now the coach at Hamlin University. Gruba gets it, floats one out to center. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Great Plains just happy to kill some more time. This one's O'Connell, loses it. Gets it back to Brunello. Nagel for the Bruins. Snuggerud gets it, but just gets rid of it. Now Hall feeds one, hits the side of the skate. Now Gruba, he's trouble. Cuts through, that's onside. Nice play by Klunder. Klunder banks one off the wall, giving chase is Godbout. Godbout wins it, so he'll bust through, and they're going to get a penalty. Now Snuggerud flips one, taken away by Belloc, fed in front. Klunder with a shot, save, rebound. Oh, and a big save by Belloc with 1:28 to go. The Bruins are going to go short-handed with 1:28 to go in the game, and they need a goal. They're going to have to pull the goalie just to get things even. It's kind of a bad break. Pulled down, Snuggerud, or Godbout was gone. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, that was a questionable call. You got to call goal-scoring opportunities, even late in the game, and that was a for sure goal-scoring opportunity. This is where things get tricky. You go on the power play, start standing still, and the next thing you know, it's a breakaway the other way for the Bruins. Here's Klober. Got to be real safe on those shots, and the Bruins have to be really aggressive on those shots. Here's Bear. Slides it over to Klober. His shot on net, grabbed by Belloc. Still no timeout from Wyatt Anderson. Wyatt's nickname is Krabby. Krabby Anderson. I didn't actually know his name until this morning. I said, I got to broadcast a game. I got to get you a real name when we say your name. Back to the point. Klober. This is a game now where it's like, who's going to be, how aggressive will Great Plains be? We know how aggressive Fisher's going to be. Here they come. Oh, Stone King can't get his stick on it. Cuts loose. He's offside. They do catch it. It was offside. Fisher just got his toe offside. And we get a whistle with 44 to go. And there it was. That was the chance the Bruins were looking for. And by 1 inch, and we do get a timeout with 44 to go. About 1 inch from being offside. Great Plains and the Bruins battling it out here on YHH. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsor, Lots of Matza. Our Lots of Matza player of the game will be announced. Got to go with the tan wall. That's what Todd Houck calls them. Ryan Wallen and Nick Erickson so far are the tan wall. They've stopped every shot by the Bruins in a shutout fashion. This is an important face-off, as important as it come. We got Stone King, Goodwin, Jack. The extra attacker appears to be Nagel once they can get the puck into the zone. And it does. They get their guy. Here comes Nagel. See if they can get it out. They do. Nagel with it. Down low. Quick shot. Jack. It goes in front. Good defensive play. Down low. 31 to go. Fed in front. One-timer. Oh, great chance for Stone King. Last night's hero. Could have been today's hero. 24 to go in the game. And they floated out. Icing won't be called. It won't make it. Goodwin gets it with 18 to go. Flings it all the way down, picked up by Sarsland. Sarsland loses it, backhands it, flips one off the wall, backing it into the zone. That should do it. Great Plains should win it. All the way down, picking it up, 4 seconds to go. And the Great Plains team, runners up last year, win it all this year. Going 14-1 in 15 games. A good effort by the Bruins. Congratulations to them on a great playoff run. Thank you to Lots of Matza for their support of YHH and the Bantam Elite League. We'll go downstairs and take a quick picture of the league champions and playoff champions, Great Plains. Thank you to my producers and cameramen, Luke Doshin and Joe Carlson, for their help this weekend and today on today's broadcast. For those two, I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Drive home safe.